My name's Rod Webb. I'm the director and co-founder of Glasstap Limited, a company that provides two core services, one for professional trainers, that's Trainers Library, and one for managers, line managers, Managers Library. Talking about trainers, one of the key problems with trainers, whether you're a self-employed trainer or a trainer within a big organisation like British Airways or council or the Royal Household even, is that you spend a lot of time behind the scenes designing brilliant training, which takes a lot of your time, and you get rewarded both professionally in terms of making a difference and financially in terms of what we're measured to achieve from the delivery. So we created Trainers Library to reduce dramatically the amount of time that people need to develop and design fantastic training courses by giving them a library of pre-tested training material. Really good training is experiential. It means you're getting the participants really involved in the training, they're having fun. People learn when they're having fun, when they're engaged, but they also remember that. The problem with traditional training, when it was all presentation based, and this is actually a problem that e-learning replicates to some extent, is that you're giving a lot of knowledge and information, but that knowledge and information can be lost 24 hours after the event. So what we need to do is we need to work with feelings and attitudes and emotional responses to trainers to get them really engaged so that the learning really sticks, and that's where we specialise. I've always been passionate about training being experiential, and I love the design. One of my first exercises was a game called Murder at Glasstap Grange, where we put participants into teams and they have to solve who committed the murder, why they did it, how they got away with it. And they actually have slightly different information. And I love putting people in those situations where they have to solve a problem, work together, teamwork, time management, that test a variety of different skills. So when we started Trainers Library in 2003, it was actually in response to my clients as a training consultant saying, we love your material, could you write materials that we can use in-house? So I started off being the only author, but I now have a team of authors who write for me as well, but it still all comes through me because it's, at the end of the day, my baby. Within Trainers Library, there's a vast library of content. We give you the detailed trainers notes, handouts, participant briefs, game boards, everything you need to put a course together. We've also got within Trainers images, which you would get as part of the service, video, and a library of images you can use in PowerPoint, handouts and workbooks if you so wish. We have 3 levels of membership. And at the basic level of membership, you have a limited number of downloads. At the top end of membership, at our Sapphire membership, you can actually download our trainers notes in Word, which means you can copy and paste into your own format and do whatever you want. What we find is that some trainers use our material like a script, and more experienced trainers might dip in and get a great idea and then change it. What I would say is that our material is used across the spectrum of businesses. We have customers who are NHS trusts, police forces, retail, hotels, hospitality, as I mentioned before, the Royal Household, a vast array of different customers using our materials because it does cover skills that do transfer to every different organisation, whether that's time management, negotiation, change management, employee engagement, whatever. Trainers Library has been going for 13 years and now has customers in 50 countries. So we were aware that we were doing something right for trainers. But there's more and more focus on what do line managers do back in the workplace. They have such a responsibility for the ongoing development of their team. So last year we sat down and we decided to try to replicate the success we've had with Trainers Library and create Managers Library. And Managers Library gives managers 2 things. It gives them self-study modules so they can learn to be better at people development. We say transforming managers into leaders, and it gives them a library of training activities that they can run with their own teams as well. Both services work on a subscription basis. An annual subscription gives you access to all of the content, whether that's Trainers Library or Managers Library, with prices starting from £95 per year for a Managers Library licence, and Trainers Library licences start at £375 per year. Totally scalable. In Trainers Library you can add additional trainers to your contract for £125 per year per person. So it works whether you're a self-employed trainer through to a massive multinational company. And the same managers, you can add additional managers at a fixed price, and it just becomes a totally scalable solution. We're at Learning and Skills, Olympia, and I love being here because it gives us an opportunity both to meet potential new customers, but what's really exciting is when we meet existing customers and they come up to the stand and they tell us how much they love using our material and the difference it's made when they're actually training, how well that material has gone down. So that's great. In fact, sometimes it's work that we've had an existing customer on the stand and they're basically doing the selling job for us, which is just fantastic. I can step back.